Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another Skinny Man update video. Yes, if you do not know, I have made a game, which you can see on your screen right now, and I'm still actively developing this game. It's been like 6 months since the last update. I am aware. I have been working on other things and occasionally working on this, but I've finally got this update out to a point where I'm happy with it, and a lot has changed, because as you can see, we are now in alpha, and the home screen looks a little different. It looks mostly the same, but it looks a little bit different. For instance, the word alpha's here. There are now a couple characters on the main screen here, and yes, this button is now blank. Plus, there's a Discord button here. You should totally click that if you do get the game, by the way. It is free, by the way, because why would I charge for this? This is, well, as I would describe it, potentially hot garbage. It doesn't have that much content, but yes. Things have changed in this game. For instance, now on how to play, we can now use the escape button to pause the game instead of the tilde button, which I was only using because that was next to escape. But yes, I finally got escape to not close the game, which is great. Nothing has actually changed here in the settings. Everything is all the same there. But yeah, now on the level select screen, a lot has changed. For instance, we now only have 2 levels to play here, because I've removed all the other ones, because those were technically incompatible with the new system. I might bring them back at some point, but maybe not. We'll have to see. And there's also only a singular back button down here, but let's go get into showing you the new level 1. And I won't show you level 2, because you'll have to download the game yourself and play it, which is available for Windows. And I will talk a bit more about that later. But yes, let's get playing the game. Now, as you can see right off the bat, there are coins and a slope. Those are 2 really cool things that are brand new in this update of the game. As you can see, there's a coin counter up here. Coins have, well, no purpose yet. But then again, in the original Super Mario Bros., or Super Mario, whatever it was, there was no, coins had absolutely no point to them. So, at least as far as I know, so there's no point to coins here either. Also, checkpoints now turn yellow once you're standing over them, which was partially just so I knew that the checkpoint was actually activated, because, yeah, in the past, that was the thing. And then you also might notice that the jumping is a little bit higher than it was in the previous version of this game. And also, if you don't want spoilers, then please stop watching here. But if you want to see all the stuff that's new, there is a change log, which I think comprehensively does it, unless I missed something. But, you know, it's whatever. Yes, we can come down here now. And more slopes, as you can see right here. But yeah, hey, look at... What's this? This thing that's telling me to press E. Bam! Everything's different all of a sudden. More coins. Whew, this is great. Game is fantastic. Now this level, now this little area here, which I call a stage, by the way, all these little sub-worlds that you can access with the portal, I call them stages. Don't know why. As you can see, this is essentially just, you got to go to the pretty much a limit of the jump height. I did a couple revisions of jumping, and currently is what I've settled on. So, oh, here we have a choice, and I guess I've walked off this side, so that's where I'm going. And you see, I can't quite reach up there, so I don't think I'm going to. Ooh, coins. Whoop, whoop. And also, I didn't do too much decoration in these levels because I am not an artist. Yeah, yeah, I mainly just, you know, did a pretty basic, you know, platform stuff. And I also tried to make this level not impossibly hard. Also, there's a little house here. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. But yeah, yeah, I tried to make the first and second levels not impossibly hard. Like they had, like previously level 1 and 2 had impossibly hard elements. Like the very end of level 1 was impossibly hard. The very end of level 2... Or actually, no, not the very end of level. There was a section toward the beginning of level 2 that was impossibly hard, if you remember. There's one specific jump, which was really hard to make, and it was actually infuriating for me to test the level because of how hard that was. Another thing with level 2 is I actually didn't... I actually was very rudimentary in the way level 1 and 2 were previously made. I literally... For level 1, I literally kept reloading the program, and... Yeah, all that's gone. All that stuff's out of the game code now. Anyhow... We're approaching this. Oh, look. No, lol. Let's go the other way. Also, another big improvement that you will not notice, and that you should not notice is the thing, is that it now should not matter what my frame rate is at. I am pretty much at 60 FPS right now because I have a good CPU. And by the way, weird note about this game, at the moment, it doesn't actually use your GPU at all to do anything. It's entirely CPU bound. So if you have a computer with a decent CPU but horrible graphics... Oh, good, I just teleported back here. That's good, anyway. I actually realized I needed to die to get back here anyway. Anyhow, yeah, if you have a CPU with, like, you have a decent CPU but horrible graphics on your computer, at the moment this game is good for you to run, as it does not use your GPU at all. Anyhow, what was I talking about first? Oh yeah, something that you will not notice at all, but is really good, is that you should now be moving at approximately the same rate no matter what your frame rate is. I probably screwed up the implementation of it, so it probably doesn't actually work correctly, but it should be better than before, where if you had like a faster frame rate, you would be zipping around beyond control, and if you had a slower frame rate, you would not be it. You would just move as like a snail across the game, which would also make it infuriating to play. But now, playing at different frame rates should make it so that it doesn't actually change how far you move across your screen per second. And because this is a final exported game, I don't have any way to show it to you, but I have had one person who was playtesting for me with a crappy laptop just say, hey, this is impossible. Because he was running it slower. Anyhow, yay, look, level complete. And I'm not going to show you level 2 because I don't want to spoil it, but I'm just going to say, get the game, link in the description. Okay, just a quick note about the different options that we currently have for you to download for the game. There are currently 3 of them. They are Skinny Man Windows 32, Skinny Man Windows 64, and Skinny Man Windows 64 with Java included. Now, the difference between Win64 and Win64 Java included is that for the Java included one, you do not need to have Java already installed on your computer to run it. For the others, you do need to have Java already installed to run it. So the one with Java included is good in case you wanted to, say, install this on a computer that you don't have, or run this on a computer that doesn't have Java and you don't have administrator permission on, say like, I don't know, a school or work computer. You have that option. cbigames.glitch.me, that is the link to the website where you can get this game. Anyhow, thank you all for watching, and get the game!